Alrighty, we're gonna get here just a few seconds. Let me pull some things up on my end before we get rocking and rolling with everything here. My youngest has been having some night terrors lately, so I might have to help her here and there, but we'll see how the night goes. If this obviously does happen, we do have our Be Right Back screen, but we're going to get rid of our starting soon screen here right now. Hello everybody, welcome on out to the stream. Hopefully you're all excited for the return of shiny hunting. I definitely am. It's been a hot minute. I did have other plans to do today, but right now I'm mostly checking some stuff since I've reset a lot of my settings in my OBS. So seeing how this runs first, and then we'll go to some of my other projects that require a little bit more technically on my CPU. So which is kind of interesting to think about. But anyway, hello viewers, hope you're all having a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Let's go ahead and just dive right into hunting. As you see, we still have our chain from the last time we streamed. If you guys have not seen, we did post a short recently pertaining to this game, whether I failed a shiny or not, and I've had 50-50. I've had some people say that I failed extra large Pokemon, and I've had other people think it was just the swirls being glitched. So I don't have 100% obvious, because like you can look at the small one that's right here in front of me, how it has those little sparkles that even show up with, you know, tiny, and people thinking that's what we were seeing for the Pokemon that spawned for like 2 seconds there. There's been no concrete evidence of like what even the Pokemon was that even spawned. So it seems right now it's seeming like I'd have failed a shiny, but maybe we did. Like all these sized ones having those little tiny sparkles like that. It's hard to tell. And then Pikachu shiny, yes, is like a brighter orangish shiny, like almost like Pikachu got a tan. And then there's like Bulbasaur green, which is like the one we were looking at when we were looking at the clip. It almost resembled like it was a Bulbasaur, but the common like glitch Pokemon in this game is a shiny Bulbasaur. So that's what has a lot of debate on it too, is because, you know, the glitch Pokemon in this game is a shiny Bulbasaur. So it's kind of like, no. Ultimately, even if it, you know, is or isn't a shiny fail, why did that Pokemon only last on screen for like not even a second really? I didn't say 2 seconds, but I feel like that's really pushing it. Either way, we'll continue going forward. If any more concrete evidence comes in from people that have actively played this game a lot more too. I haven't seen any like shiny hunters, I guess, comment on it. But definitely seen some Pokemon fans comment on it. And like I said, I've seen people saying, oh, it's just the extra large sparkles coming through. And then I've seen others saying like, oh no, dude, you definitely felt a shiny there. Yeah, if you haven't watched the short and you got a minute, definitely go pop and watch the short. I don't know really necessarily my goal for today's stream. Like I said, we usually try to go for at least an hour on most of our streams, but we'll just see how the night goes and rock and roll through there. Hello, Pokemon Master Blake. I saw your comment earlier today. Hopefully you're having a good day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Because you reminded me, but yeah, we do also have my Pokemon Alpha Sapphire series starting to drop. Those should go up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, roughly around 5:30. Got the first, I think, 5 or 6 episodes recorded right now, so got a good bit of a head start on that one. Okay, sure. I'll let the game audio play for a little bit, and then we'll probably put on the background audio here a little bit later. Hello, Davey. Welcome out to the stream yourself. Glad to have you guys here. Like I said, we're just going to be vibing and catching some yellow rats. Like I said, we'll let the game audio work for probably a few more minutes, and then we'll pull up that background audio. Because I don't know how many times I'm going to want to hear Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. He seems to be using his cry a lot. And honestly, sometimes I miss that old Gen 1 Pikachu cry. Well, Pikachu and Eevee got cry updates. It's a very weird, you know, thing to give, I guess, but at the same point, I guess it made them more distinguishable. But then I think in Scarlet and Violet, they have them back. I don't know, actually. I guess I haven't really seen much of a Pikachu slash Eevee to know 1,000,000% whether the cries have reverted back to the old style, or they still have these cries. Go ahead, while it's on a pause screen, go ahead and start loading up said background music. Hopefully it works out nicely. So I do Pokemon stuff, but sometimes it plays Pokemon anime music and it gives me a copyright thing, which I know is not the end of the world right now, but really loud in my ears. I know you guys can't hear it yet because I have my desktop muted, but I'm going to have to turn it down on my side so I can actively, you know, keep my listening ears on. Alright, let's see here. Whoopsie, pressing wrong buttons again. So we'll go ahead and turn off the game audio here. Turn on the background music, and hopefully that's all going now. Got like a Pokemon Lo-Fi stadium going on, or station going today, so a little bit of a change up. Yeah, we got, so today I'm doing this, just mostly seeing how everything runs. If everything stays good YouTube-wise and everything like that, then I shouldn't have to make any corrections. But if my YouTube seems to give me issues, my only two corrections will be either hooking up my Ethernet cord to see if that stabilizes my internet connection, or basically finding stuff that doesn't eat up my CPU as much. You heading out, Davey? Alright, have a great night, or day, or whatever it may be. Get some, just basically have a good rest of whatever you're going to be doing for the, you know, rest of your time. Hopefully it's enjoyable. If it's sleeping, have a good sleep. If it's, you know, school, have a good day at school. If it's, you know, doing jumping jacks, have some great jumping jacks. Ooh, Shiny Machamp is a really good shiny. It's a very nice green. Luckily, you had a person to kind of trade it with. When I was younger, yes, my brother and me would both have the Pokemon games, but even though we both owned the Pokemon games, me and my brother never really interacted much. Like, we didn't battle each other. We didn't do anything with each one of us. Like, I would have red, he had blue. I had silver, he had gold. You know, things like that. I had ruby, he had sapphire. But, yeah, we never traded with each other. We never had anything like that. But literally, when he would stop playing the game, when he would be over it and stuff like that, I would take his copy and just trade all the trade evolutions to complete my Pokedex. It's the only way I could do it. wasn't going to trust my brother. No. Take that. Take it and run. But it was a very nice shiny. Very, very nice shiny. I've already thought about most of those trait evolutions with this game. I already have them pretty much worked out. So we should be fine when it comes to like Machamp, Gengar, Alakazam, Golem. I feel like there's another one I'm missing, but for sure those. I have those all sorted, guaranteed. How are you gonna do it? Oh, what a great question, random guy. So I have Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go, you know, you can hook up with, you know, this game, and you know, you can trade stuff. So I have shiny Alakazam, Machamp, Gengar, and Pokemon Go. So all sorted, all sorted, all sorted. Alakazam. Yeah, timed that badly. But yeah, all the trait evolutions I should have the shinies of for Gen 1 in Pokemon Go to trade over. So we'll still get like Abracadabra, Machop, Machoke, Graveler, Geodude, whoever else I didn't name at this point because my mind is not working at the best. We will catch in the game. Probably. There will become a point, I won't lie to you, most of you maybe have got this figured out, maybe you haven't, but whenever we can officially reach Fuchsia in the game, if I have the Gen 1 shiny in my Pokemon Go account, and it's not one I've already caught in the game, I'm transferring that in and I'm counting it. Save the time, save my sanity. I don't think there's going to be much that's honestly going to save, because like thinking of it, I'm like trying to think the ones that are post, you know, the 5th gym leader that are actually going to probably matter. And it's pretty much like your legendary, like I have Zapdos, that could technically save me time. I don't even know if you can trade legendaries or not, honestly. I have, who's later game? I think Snorlax is only post game, unless you do the soft resets with the static. Shiny Gengar. Yes, I do have Shiny Gengar. I have Shiny Gengar and Shiny Mega Gengar. I also have a Shiny, like, Halloween Gengar. that has the Miss Magius costume on it, I'm pretty sure is what it is. So I've got a couple Gengars. I think, the only one I have one of is Alakazam. I have 2 Machamps that are shiny. For sure I have 3 shiny Gengars. I have 2 shiny Golems. I think Alakazam's the only one I have one of. But it's okay. I'll also have to figure out the Meltan thing. You're trying to get shiny Gengar? So yeah, you can pretty much shiny hunt Ghastly and Haunter and Lavender Tower, and I mean there's probably other games that you can maybe find Ghastly and Haunters in, but I don't know if there's any games that just have wild Gengars. But yeah, because then after you get it, then again you have to do the whole trade thing, but as long as you have a friend, then you'll be fine. Yeah, regular shiny Gengar is kind of because it looks exactly the same as regular Gengar, but the Mega one, very solid. That white, very solid. I was kind of hoping they would go with the combustion route and just make it to where both are the, you know, shiny forms, but it's okay. gotta go to school, hey, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, I know people got different things going on depending on their time zones and whatever else, but yeah, have a great day at school. You totally got that, I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark. You totally got that math test today. I know you got it. The likelihood of him having a math test on this exact day, on a random, Tuesday, very little. But you know what? If it happens, it's the hypest moment ever. I'm trying to think what subject usually had the most like quizzes in my thing. I think it was either English. Yeah, English had a few, and math usually had a few because it was usually every unit you would have a test. All the rest were like your semester and finals. The only thing I mean, obviously, I miss some of the people I knew at my school and stuff like that back in my school days. But I think the only thing I somewhat missed about school was the structure of it. Like, obviously, college, you get to make your own schedule and everything like that. But yeah, like elementary through high, it's all the exact same hours and stuff like that. I mean, few little tiny differences here. Like some elementaries start later or earlier than the high schools do and stuff. But ultimately, you're still waking up really early, getting off mid-afternoon. You knew exactly where you were going to be for majority of your days. Kind of give you more of a structured schedule, weirdly. Wow, I thought that was going to be a failed catch. Because although I do finally have a structured work schedule, and even though my kids are both in school and stuff, still like my rest of my schedule is very much always just like, oh, let me see what actually needs done around the house, and different days, some days are dishes, some days are laundry, some days are bills, other days are, dusting or whatever have you, mopping the floors, I don't know, vacuuming. Some of them you can do all in, one day. Laundry, for example, takes a few hours, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer for that one. Some things you can't do together because, like washing and drying and dishes all use like the hot water unit, and much as you can like, oh, make one cold, one hot, it's still all using water, and yeah. Either way, I will have tomorrow with my youngest. I'll be trying some things with her to see if it helps her just get back on a better track. We've had some separation issues with her, and we're gonna just try some techniques out to see if they maybe work or don't work. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it can really get any worse than what it has been lately, so I think at this point we're willing to try anything. So we've done like the reward method, like, oh, hey, if you do this thing that you don't want to do, you'll get insert thing here. But it's just like, we don't want to have to basically bribe our kid to have to go to places she needs to go to. It's just rough. So I'm gonna just try a different, less costly route. Both my daughters have had this whole, like, whatever you want to call it, like the I don't want to leave you phase, type deal, but usually it phases out, and hers, starts usually in the beginning of a year and then would go away, but this is the first time we've had one come back, so, and it's been like exponentially bad, so it's kind of just like, figuring it out. Knew it. But yeah, with my youngest off school tomorrow, I think we're just gonna have a fun, non-costly day. Just kind of, vibing around town. Hit up the library, just have some fun. A lot of, just exciting things to kind of just, boost your mood a little bit. We haven't done it for a little bit since honestly Halloween would probably been the last time we've done like some more of those eventful stuff. So I think with Halloween ending, going back to everything, my like vacations and stuff ending with both of us, we were home so much and going so many places, doing so many things, prior to Halloween and up to Halloween, that it all just ceased. And like I said, first week was all fine, but then as each week's gone on, it seems like it's been only regressing worse. It's like, well, maybe we need to bring back some of those free things that we enjoy. Like we said, we like going to, like, say, the zoo, or the we have like a children's museum, we have the library, we have, playgrounds are a little bit harder with cooler weather, but still you can bundle them up pretty well and go to a playground, or I don't know what else, but just kind of make a day out of it. And we got your board games and painting and art supplies and tons of different ideas we could try with her. But like I said, I just think I'm just gonna make a fun day with her and see if that helps her kick on track and be like, hey, like, these are things you can have more if you get your week going by good. So like if she acts good and goes to school and all that type of stuff, then we'll continue those rewards that are not costly and everything like that. Because it's like, when she is doing semi well and then she gets home and she's like, well, where's that thing? And it's like, well, it's not like you did it 100%, and even if you slightly did, it's like still spending $10 each time. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like much, but it adds up pretty quickly. That's a minimum, I mean, sometimes we get lucked up with a like $2 or $3 purchase, but there's other times that they could be more near the $15 purchase, and just like, gotta still have money for all the other costly things that we absolutely need, like for food or for bills or for wherever we want to go out to a family, gas, things like that. So like I said, it's a fun little familial struggle, and maybe other parents out there can relate to it. Yeah, if anybody out there has a super clingy kid, definitely one that's more on the mommy clingy side than the daddy clingy side. What you guys have ended up doing. Do you go with the whole, like, we'll just do cold shoulder route and just be like, okay, we'll just, give you more alone time so you're, more used to being separated? Do you go with full on, like, give them even more attention so they're tired of you, like, type deal? Yeah, we're just in a weird rut. If you had to ask what side I'm leaning toward for tomorrow, it is going toward the, like, I guess, overbearing love type than, anything right now. But I know some habits, you kind of have to go a couple weeks, so before they become an actual routine. So whatever, I'm going to try next, I know I have to try for at least a little bit to see if it actually is doing anything or not, because, like, one day of doing it might not actually reflect anything just yet, because, it's just, beginning the habit. But, we'll see. Seems like, where's my third spawn? Try to hold it back. No, that one at least worked. So I realized at this point that I have not been actively checking my, bag and things like that, so I need to check that right now. Oh yeah, we are maxed out on candies. Let's go ahead and sell those. We've probably been maxed out for a little bit, but It's okay. At least they all sell for 10, so even when we're maxed out on the, the little guys, we're still getting the other guys, but, just in lesser quantities when we could be getting all 3. So a lot of Pidgeys. Well, I'm not too much against the lo-fi station. I was worried it was going to be too chill, like it was going to, wind me down. So far, it hasn't been too bothersome. And I did have, a custom playlist that I made up, but, there's a few that I know that obviously do have, copyright problems, so I gotta kind of, figure that all out. Go ahead and buy, oopsie. Oh, sir, that is all I need today. Thank you. As far as tomorrow and the rest of my week goes, I mean, like I said, I do have my youngest for a good bit of tomorrow, but do work and then yeah, I don't know if there's anything else wise tomorrow that I know of. And then Wednesday, both my daughters will have school. And then I have work, and then there's some after school activities that they will be taken to. They got gymnastics Wednesdays and Thursdays. They have basketball Monday and Saturday. And then sometimes they have swim lessons. I don't know if they have swim lessons this week. I know next week they won't because it's Thanksgiving break. But I don't know about the week after that. No, a lot of things are going to go on hiatus for a little bit for Thanksgiving and a winter break. As I mean, most people call it Christmas break, but it's kind of winter break because it goes through Christmas and New Year's, I don't even know when that starts, honestly. I'm getting a lot of overtime lately, too, myself. So, I should start seeing that first overtime check this week, actually, so it'll be hopefully pretty nice. I'm going to have to see how much, taxes and stuff affect it, but I'm really hoping it's, at least slightly better than what I have been getting. Should be how it works, but, like it held it back there. I know my daughter won some tickets to a musical here in town, so we'll be going to do that probably Friday night. We're also wanting to see Moana when it comes out. The new Moana, Moana 2. I think that comes out at some point near Thanksgiving. I personally also want to see Mufasa next month. I think Sonic 3 comes out next month too. Which I don't know if I'll see that one or not. I have seen the first 2 Sonics, but I technically watched them post-release, if that makes sense. Kakuna. So we'll see. I know next year there's like new Toy Stories and some more sequels coming out next year. Weather's also getting cooler out right now, so things that are, outside activities, so like the zoo, for example, going to get a little bit rougher to go to. Mind you, there is, I think, a good number of inside sections to, like, get some warmth again. There's not, like, a bunch of them. Even the ones that are bigger, it's like you have to take your time through them to really enjoy the warmth, or just hunker down with some layers. But this weekend starts our zoo's Christmas celebration, so that's always honestly the best time of year. Like, there's two good times for our zoo. It's Christmas time and then the summertime when you can like feed all the animals and touch them and stuff like that. So if you had to, like, go into my head, which one actually is better, I lean a bit more toward the Christmas one, which sounds weird. You think, when the feeding of them and touching of them and stuff like that would be, maybe more exciting because they're more active, but it's costly, You're looking at maybe at best, $30 to $40 to get, some of your key animals, like you're feeding of a giraffe, getting to maybe touch an elephant. So we have like bird feeding and stuff like that. What else? Kangaroo. Otherwise, you're just being hopeful that you get a good glimpse of them. Whereas, yes, winter reminds you, yes, there's technically less animals out, say, in like where the giraffes, lions, and all that are, because, it's cold and they're not going to really want to be out there as much. Just all the lights, the, festivities and everything like that make it exciting. Now, if Christmas stays how it has been the past, what has it been, 3 years, 4 years, summer might start edging it out because they've gotten rid of some of the key festivities that they used to do. But we'll see. So I've been to the zoo now for almost 15 years. 2010, I believe, was the first Christmas at the zoo that I went to, so might have been as a little kid, but I don't remember it. But yeah, they used to have, like, you would hunt for 10 mistletoes, and if you found them all, you would be put into a drawing for a dolphin adventure, which lets you, like, touch them, feed them, help them do tricks and stuff like that. And then, you would have your, like, Santa Village and stuff like that in the back where you could make stuff with Tango's Mrs. Claus. You could make cookies with her and everything like that, and, I forget what else they had. But yeah, it's still always a bunch of lights, and then they added more lights finally, because they used to keep the back section closed because it was all the, your, like I said, your giraffe, your lion, which were very rarely out, so they just usually would close it down by like 2 or 3 o'clock, so you never really got to see them much. And usually the lights themselves don't start till 5. So it's like, well, do you go early to potentially see, like, your giraffe and stuff like that? Or do you, go when the lights are lit up? But yeah, now they have that entire section open, so if the animals do happen to, venture out when you're out there, cool, you get to see, them plus the lights. If they're not, then it's because of the, ridiculously cold weather. So it was cool that they added lights. But yeah, since 2020, they have not had the mistletoe hunt to earn any of the prizes. They've gone down with they used to have in the gift shop like ornaments that were made by each animal. So they would have like rhino prints, elephant prints, all this that were in an ornament that you could collect, and those have gone downhill majorly. It's usually just maybe 4 or 5 of them that have it now. And they're always just seem to be the same. It used to be and it was an arena back in the day, but now it's a chimpanzee exhibit, which I guess cool, but it used to be their annual Christmas dog show that would do like tricks and stuff like that. That was gone. So like I said, it's just to me the most key festivity that they've gotten rid of is the mistletoe hunting. Even if it didn't give you a reward anymore, I just feel like that was such a staple for, at least 10 of the years that I've been there. So it's like, please bring it back. It just was fun. The first year I remember they ever did it, that I recall, obviously, there were ones like really well hidden too, so you had to like really look for them. And then, yeah, like 5 years down the road, they made them a little easier so the kids and stuff could participate and things like that, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know. I haven't seen any hints on the breakdown for the, holiday festivities that they've added them back. They did add a new section, though, I know for sure. So we'll see how that goes. Usually the new stuff's always busy, though, so that'll be fun. Alright, let's restock after selling that. Alright, off to our ventures now in post 100 land. I'm going to work to the 125 mark if we don't find a shiny. Kakuna. Couple Pikachus, nothing shiny, so we'll go ahead and capture. Bulbasaur. Oh, that's Pikachu. Cool. Probably get an immediate Bulbasaur encounter though after this. That's the most luckiest Dodger in the world. So I'm ready to run, but the fact that Pikachu moved. Okay. Yeah, probably the stream for tomorrow night will be Omega Ruby. I want to bring that back. And then, sorry, I'm just kind of checking the route around since I've, neglected to do so for a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably do Ruby for a couple days since we've been off Ruby for a little bit, and I want to get that series caught back up. And then games I grew up on. I don't know what the next game in the line, but I do need to get my PlayStation hooked up and everything for that. that'll probably be Thursday and Friday stream. We'll be playing through all those games just to get these, lingering game systems that are above my computer right now out of here. I got my Wii U up there, got my PlayStation up there, got some Game Boys and Nintendo stuff up there, which probably could be out of here because I know how to do those with my computer. There was a point in here that I was trying to make some kind of like, I don't know if I was saying, but like backdrop where it would have some stuff behind me here. As much as yes, I could try to create that with a like the thing that is behind me, the green screen, can make like your setup type deal. Just like it's not enough room to make it all work. I feel like maybe one day I'll get a actually like gaming room, but I doubt it. We would need like almost a whole additional add-on. That's why originally I was trying to stream on the one of our outside areas, but just the Wi-Fi and stuff just stinks out there, and having to run an Ethernet cord to even get a signal out there just makes it look a little janky. Tried Wi-Fi extenders and all that too, and didn't really seem to help at all. Oh, that should have counted as a hit before he moved. Need to honestly call my optometrist. What it is. I ask people tomorrow to call them about my contacts to get them ordered. Without them for a while, and I like to have them back. Which I do like my look with glasses, don't get me wrong. Sometimes contacts do add a lot of ease to a lot of things. Less glare with camera stuff. Whenever you're trying to be more snuggly with someone, they're not in the way. You don't have to worry about what's on your face because you don't have to worry about removing anything because there's nothing in your way. The only negative contacts are just wouldn't even move you. Getting them in, and then obviously make sure you take them out. Now I know there are some that are like monthly wear or whatever, but they obviously can dry up. I only had one contact get like stuck somewhere, but they got out pretty decently okay. There was still some Pikachus up here. What is going on with my throat today? I feel like it's being a little extra sensitive at times, and then other times I'm like, don't be sensitive. Sorry, Pidgey, didn't mean to run into you there. remember when I made a Pokemon remix. I'm still not like dissatisfied in it, but it'd be interesting to try it now all these years later. Did it like, what, 6 years ago? I remember when I made it. Did a Pokemon remix and a Mario remix, both at the exact same time. I guess you could look at the Mario series to know when it was made, but I debuted it a few years later with the Pokemon remix when we were doing Leaf Green on this series. Pikachu, come here. Really, when I was recording yesterday, I did like almost near 2 hours of recording for my Alpha Sapphire series, and I have to make some edits to that because of some of the cuts I had to make. But today, I think we're rocking, we're rolling. No issues today so far. I mean, the game's a little weird at times, but that's to be expected in Viridian Forest. It is the laggiest area of the entire game. I think it's this one and the cycling route. Whatever it's called in this game is not cycling road, but... Pikachu, where are you? I can't find you anywhere. Alright, we back to our first error screen. Yay. OBS isn't having any issues. So far. It's the first error screen I've seen on YouTube side today. It took about 50 minutes instead of like 20 minutes like before, so I mean that's I guess technically improvement, but we used to not have any. Ever. I used to stream for like 5 hours and stuff. I just don't feel like, I mean mind you I do have different hookups here and there. I just don't feel like those would change much, but maybe they do, I don't know. The only other solutions I can think is trying to Ethernet towards Solution or downgrading my like quality, going from like the 1080p down to like 720, etc. Don't want to do that. Just doesn't sound like a good idea to do. Pikachu, where are you? Pikachu, where are you? Please show. Thank you. Please get to the 125 mark. Back here. No. Yes. Pikachu! I want you! Pikachu! Why let me see if you do this? I have no idea. Because it's fun. The Goldenrod. And every time I hear the Goldenrod theme, one of these I'll make the remix I made for this in my sleepwalk in an actual song. Because I did have a lot of fun making up a song for this, but not today. Definitely not today. Way too late. Welcome to the city Goldenrod. We have a really big mart right in our town. We also have a bike shop right there. Plus this random girl that has a cool water spout. Plus we get taken over by Team Rocket in our radio tower, yeah. And then we don't talk about the basement where shady things happen. A good old goldenrod. We have a gym leader who cries like a little Welcome to Goldenrod. If you go north, you can get a free Spearow. Plus, there's like other stuff that me honestly can't recall right now. Okay, that's not shiny. Alright, well, we got to the 125 mark. Like I promised, what I'm going to do is my whole silly clear out, thing, and then do one final check. And if there's no shinies, we really wrap it up. I forget what else Goldenrod has. Other than the water pail thing that gets rid of Sudowoodo, the biggest mart, the gym leader, Team Rocket Takeover happens in that town, the static Spearow's there. What else is in? There's other stuff that's in Goldenrod. There's the Oak Show. I think there's a lottery there too, isn't there? I'll play Gold and Silver and what else is in Goldenrod. Blah, 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 blah. Do the Pokemon transfer, we'll get to our next collection of Pokemon, which won't happen until, Saturday? Fun checks, guys, fun checks. Pikachu, Weedle. No shinies yet. Just get away from that Weedle. Should be all flawed, so the likelihood of a shiny being here is very unlikely, but we can still look around. Not seeing anything, Nope. Nothing. Alright guys, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure you subscribe and like it, everything like that. We'll see you guys all in the next video stream, whatever it may be. Of course. Like I said, my plan probably is Omega Ruby tomorrow, so we'll plan on that for now. Other than that though, guys, I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys again.